Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, that's
like,
why they call it Defqon.
Hi guys, and welcome to my very first travel vlog on my YouTube channel. And what better way to kick things off than to share my experience going to the largest hardstyle music festival in the world. Today I'm going to be talking about my experience attending Defqon.1. I took about a 12-day trip to Amsterdam just for this music festival, so I also have an Amsterdam vlog coming for you guys as well, but I wanted to do Defqon first just because this music festival takes the cake for the coolest experience of my entire life. Not a lot of people know exactly what hardstyle is. It is very popular in Europe and it just hasn't quite broken out yet in the US, but I have high hopes that someday hardstyle will be popular in the United States. But for the time being, I just have to fly 5,000 miles so I can attend a music festival with people who get it. People who love hardstyle. People who love hardstyle are a special breed of human. And when people love hardstyle, they love hardstyle, and especially Defqon.1 because it is the biggest hardstyle music festival in the world. So people worship Defqon. They call it the holy grounds. The passion that people have for Defqon is insane. I saw some of the craziest Defqon tattoos, merch, people who had wristbands up to their elbows of all of the Defqons that they've attended. The passion of the people alone is what makes Defqon take the cake for the best music festival I've ever attended. And there's so much more than that that makes it just so much better, and I'll get into that in this video. So without any further ado, this is my Defqon.1 experience. So in order to get to the festival grounds, we had to take a train for about an hour and a half to a shuttle station, where we then proceeded to wait in line for about 3 hours to get on a shuttle and get shipped off to Defqon.1. Waiting in line was pretty brutal. I was half tempted to take the offer to take a taxi to Defqon for 40 euros a person because I just wanted to get there. But we already paid for the shuttle, so we waited in line for 3 hours and eventually we made it to the holy grounds. It was pretty much downpouring by then, so getting our luggage from the festival entrance to our little cabin that we stayed in for the weekend was quite the rite of passage. Day one for me wasn't super eventful. It was downpouring until 2 a.m.
I wish it wasn't raining.
I was extremely sleep deprived, so I spent most of day one at the campsite making our little cabin feel more like home, get comfortable, and kind of just explore the area so I could get familiar for the remainder of the weekend.
On day one is a little bit scuffed. There's currently no power at the Hobbit hole, so I'm waiting for someone to come to fix it. But it's been a fun day and there is lots of rain, like a lot of rain.
The campsite that I stayed at was the Sanctuary, and we stayed in this little Hobbit hole looking place.
Here's home for the next 4 days. Looks like a little, kind of like a Hobbit hole. I really like it. Here's the inside. Very cute and cozy. And it's quiet in here too.
It was comfortable, but my only complaint about the Sanctuary was the fact that I didn't have power for the first 2 days of the festival. Most people didn't have power the first day because of all of the rain, but day two, most people had their power back, but my cabin just didn't for some reason. But other than that, the campgrounds were a sanctuary. The name is perfect because it was pretty quiet. Wasn't quite like the regular camping where people party all night. I think I might want to go back to Defqon just to experience that campground because I didn't venture out there this time around. But anyways, the Sanctuary had a lot of amenities. There was a sauna that you could use as much as you wanted. There was a makeup artist on site that could do your festival makeup. There was a masseuse. You could get a massage for I think like 30 euro. There was a spot that you could buy food that was open 24/7, and there were select menu items that you could buy 24/7. So if you wanted to go get food at 3 a.m, you could go get a pizza or some bitterballen if you wanted. There's also a restaurant if you wanted to have that sit down experience, but for me, I just got in line, bought my food, and then ate it at a table somewhere. I didn't really need to have the restaurant experience because I was kind of on the go the whole weekend. I didn't really have the time to sit down and have that restaurant experience, you know what I mean? But if that's for you, the Sanctuary has it. There's also lots of places to lounge and hang out. The bathroom situation, which I didn't get a clip of because I felt weird filming in the bathroom, it was actually pretty nice. My reference point is Camp EDC, and that shower situation, in my experience, is not the greatest considering the price that you pay to stay at camp. Cold showers, no pressure, waiting in line. At Defqon, on the other hand, I didn't have to wait in line for a shower once. The water was always hot. The pressure was kind of low, but that's just me grasping at straws. There was almost always a sink and a mirror available for me to use if I needed to brush my teeth or do my skincare routine. And there was always somebody there cleaning the bathrooms. That's another huge one. I went to Camp EDC in 2022 and the bathroom situation was unreal, dude. So dirty and stinky and filthy, and the toilet seats were broken. I don't know what was going on there, but it seemed like people were at war in those porta potties, fighting for their lives in there. Defqon, always toilet paper, and like I said, there's always somebody in there cleaning each of the stalls, so it really didn't even feel like a porta potty. They were kind of comfortable, in my personal opinion. Another thing that I feel like Defqon does really well is the overall cleanliness of the entire festival. And this is something that I feel like a lot of American festivals should take notes on. The way that they prevent people from littering is with their token system.
Notice there's no garbage on the ground. No trash, no bottles.
When you get to the festival, they give you a recycle token. When you go to purchase a drink, you purchase it and you hand them your recycle token. If you do not have your recycle token, they will upcharge you. So you hand them your token, they give you your drink, and in order to get your recycle token back, you have to bring your trash back to the vendor and they will give you another recycle token. You may be wondering, well, what if I drop my recycle token and I lose it? Then I'm just gonna get upcharged all weekend? No. If you just pick up a piece of trash on the ground, because people littering is inevitable, just pick up a piece of trash, bring it to a vendor, and they'll give you a token. Easy fix. The difference that this made in how clean the festival was, it was unbelievable. As someone who's only ever attended American music festivals, especially EDC Las Vegas, the amount of garbage on the ground at the end of the night is just insane. The amount of water bottles that I've almost rolled my ankle on while walking around the EDC festival grounds, one too many. I didn't trip over a single water bottle at Defqon. I wasn't kicking over trash. Yes, there was still garbage on the ground, but it was not quite the sea of garbage that you see at a lot of American music festivals. And I think it is the token system that is the cause of that. So really easy fix, and I hope that American music festivals start implementing this, because I really think it could make a huge difference. The other token system that they have are their purchasing tokens. So the way that these guys work is you go up to this ATM looking machine, you put money in, and then it spits out an amount of tokens, and instead of spending like $10 on a drink, you give them 2 tokens instead, so that way you're not fumbling with cash in the middle of the festival grounds, and you don't have to bring all your cash with you or your debit cards. You can just pre-buy your tokens and take those with you. But make sure you hang on to these for dear life, because if you lose these, you lost your money. It's gone. You're not getting it back. There's no loophole like with the recycle token. So put these in a safe place. Defqon, like I said, is the largest hardstyle music festival in the world. There are 14 stages. I tried to get clips of each one of them, but there were just so many that I honestly had trouble finding them all. I spent most of the festival at the red stage, the UV stage, the black stage, and the blue stage. All the other stages were kind of like other really niche variations of hardstyle music, like Frenchcore, which I honestly enjoyed a set of Frenchcore at the UV stage. I'm not really into the super hard heavy stuff, but there were some sections of that set that I really did enjoy. But Defqon tends to consolidate different niche genres to specific stages, and each stage is associated with a different color. There's red, blue, yellow, green, silver, UV, orange, and so many others. I don't even know all of them. I think there's an indigo stage too. It's hard to keep track. There's just so many stages. I've never seen so many stages at one festival. And something else that I noticed is that there was no sound bleed between the stages. So you know how when you're between stages and you can kind of hear both and your brain doesn't know which one to listen to? You didn't really experience that at Defqon. It was very much a nice flow from one stage to the next. I don't know if they did that on purpose or it's just the layout and they just got lucky, but I did appreciate the lack of sound bleed. Because the festival is so big, you do walk a lot, so make sure that you bring the most comfortable pair of shoes possible. Most people there are wearing just regular running shoes because you are going to walk a lot. I think over the course of the 4 days I walked a total of 45 miles, so keep that in mind and try to pace yourself a little bit, because before you know it, the day's not even halfway over and you've walked 10 miles. Defqon.1 takes place in the Netherlands, where the sun rises at 5 a.m. and sets at 10 p.m. So you're really only getting about 7 hours without sunshine. And that was great when we were staying in Amsterdam. Like, I loved how there was so much daylight. But when you're at an outdoor music festival in the scorching sun for 15 hours, it's tough. It gets hot. Some of the sunburns that I saw were some of the gnarliest sunburns I've ever seen in my entire life. There are a lot of spots to get in the shade at Defqon.1, but a lot of the stages are just out in the open and the sun just beats down on you. Like the UV stage, there's a reason they call it the UV stage. You get cooked. So if you do attend Defqon.1, bring a hat, bring your sunscreen, bring sunglasses, and try to drink as much water as you possibly can, because you are going to be sweating. Throughout the day, if you walked around the festival grounds, you could see like big patches of open space in the sun, and then there's like a little spot where there's shade from like a fixture or something, and there's just like a crowd of people huddled in that little block of shade. There are a couple stages that are covered, but because they're in the baking sun all day, it almost makes it worse to be inside of them because they're like giant saunas. Combine that with all of the bodies inside that are jumping up and down at 150 plus BPM, generating all that body heat. It's a sauna in there. And just get used to the body odor. It's part of it. It just is what it is. Everybody's sweating. I guess in Europe, there's no aluminum in their deodorant, so a lot of their deodorant doesn't actually cover the body odor smell. So it gets a little stinky, not gonna lie, and especially for me because I'm armpit level with a lot of people. I am just right up in it, getting the most concentrated form of BO there is. That took some getting used to, but eventually I was like, whatever, it is what it is. We all stink. Let's talk about Power Hour. Power Hour is a patented choreographed performance that's put on by Defqon at the Red Stage every year, and it's an entire hour of craziness, just madness. Some of you may have seen the viral video of the left, right. That's Defqon. That's Defqon Power Hour. And to be part of that, to be in that crowd, it was an honor. I'll tell you what, it was so much fun. I have never had so much fun in my entire life. Granted, there were some moments where I feared for my life. They had these giant balls that people could climb into and like run on top of the crowd. Well, there were people who were piling into these, like 4 grown men inside of one of these little balls, trying to roll over the audience. They were heavy. So if they rolled over a patch of like sparsed out people, they could crush somebody. Luckily, I don't think anybody got hurt. So all in all, it was such a freaking crazy cool experience. Confetti, fireworks, choreographed dancing. They have it all during Power Hour. And when I tell you it's an hour of just high energy, I mean it. There's barely any pauses. You need to be ready to just let it all out during Power Hour. I got really lucky and I ran into an online friend at Defqon, so he gave me a shoulder ride during Power Hour, and that was one of the coolest things ever, to like look around and see all of the big blow up pool toys and all of the people in the crowd, all of this craziness going on stage, to see it from a high point and just get a full view of it. Man, that was so cool. Power Hour was definitely my favorite moment of the entire weekend. Move it to the left, 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 There were also a lot of other events that went down at Defqon 1 that I didn't get to attend. There was the Warrior Workout. We're at 11 a.m. on day 3 of the music festival, so you've already been at it for 2 days. Now you're gonna get up at 11 a.m. in the hot sun and do a 45-minute workout. When I tell you that Defqon people are built different, they are built different. I have never seen so many fit people in my entire life. The fireworks show was really something special too. It is a choreographed fireworks show, so it goes along with the beat of the music, which is a lot different than the fireworks shows that I've seen at other music festivals. Other music festivals also have spectacular fireworks shows, but there was just something different and special about the Defqon 1 fireworks shows. On night 2, I got to sit on my friend's shoulders and watch the whole fireworks show with the red all the way through, and that was such a sight to behold, and what a way to end the day. Each day there's a fireworks show that you get to watch, and that's just the perfect way to end the night. The fireworks show happens, and then all the music is gone, it's quiet, and then everyone goes back to camp or leaves the festival, or you can walk around the festival grounds for a while and connect with people. Most nights I went straight back to camp so I could shower and get ready for bed because I had to do it all again the next day. I was gassed on day 4. I was pretty much done. I pretty much spent the entire day on Sunday just walking around the festival grounds and taking in all the stages and looking at all of the fun outfits for Sunday Funday. So Sunday Funday, everyone at the festival is encouraged to wear the craziest outfit that they can find. And I saw some pretty fun ones, and I'll insert montage here of all of the outfits that I saw at Defqon. Does he have a name?
Yeah, it's Kiki.
Kiki!
Have anything super fun to wear for Sunday Funday. I just wore a button-up shirt that had kitties all over it that I got in Thailand. But some of the outfits that people put together for Sunday Funday were so cool and fun. It just makes me so happy to see grown adults being so creative and just having a good time together and looking like a bunch of weirdos and not giving fuck all about it. Speaking of outfits, the festival fashion in Europe is so different than in the United States. People just have everything hanging out in the US, and we love that. I love putting together fun, cute outfits and have my butt cheeks out, you know? Why not? You only live once. But in Europe, you don't really see that as much. People mostly just wear regular outfits, pair of shorts, t-shirt. Lucky for me, I knew that before I went to the festival, so I came prepared. I didn't bring my cheeky outfits with me. And I kind of liked that. Not having the fear of a titty popping out the entire time was kind of refreshing. So it's kind of cool to see the differences in the culture there, because the outfits are such a huge part of American rave culture. There were people from all over at this music festival, which was really, really cool to see. I met mostly Germans, Aussies, and Swiss people. There used to be a Defqon 1 in Australia, but Australians are a whole different breed.
Hey, cunt. This is a term of endearment. Our friends, we say cunt. Random people, we say mate.
Let's just say Aussies don't like to waste party favors. So the fact that they were going so hard at Defqon 1 in Australia, they just canceled it altogether. So now a lot of Australians make the 20-hour flight to Defqon 1 in the Netherlands. I'm telling you, the people who love Defqon love Defqon, and after going, I get it. I wish I could go every year. One of the best parts to me about Defqon.1 was the fact that there were so many people from all over the world, and even if you weren't from the same place or speak the same language, you all just share this love for hardstyle music. And some of the encounters that I had with other people at this music festival were some of the most memorable encounters that I've ever had with other human beings. The high energy, jumping up and down together, pumping our fists. It was just so much fun to come together with so many people from so many places and just be freaks together for 4 days straight. Life is tough, and we all have struggles that we deal with on a daily basis, and to be able to have these things that we can all come to and just experience some humanity and togetherness, those are the most important things in life. And I'm so grateful that I was able to experience this. All in all, I had such a blast at Defqon.1, and I hope that I have the opportunity to go again someday, because when it comes to the production, the quality of the sound, the stages, the recycling system, the people, the passion, the music, Defqon.1 takes first place for the best music festival I have ever attended, and that's just my personal opinion. I know that there's gonna be people who are like, this bitch is crazy, Defqon.1 isn't that great. Try going to an American music festival and then report back to me, because Defqon is just something so much better. And I don't mean this to come off as a video where I'm just shitting all over American music festivals. They're great in their own way, but for me, as somebody who's only ever attended American music festivals, Defqon.1 is just something so special. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I want you to let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, make sure to hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time I post a video. I'm also working on putting together my Amsterdam vlog, so that should be getting posted really soon. Make sure you follow me on all my other socials. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and pretty much everywhere else that you can imagine. I'm FoxieKT everywhere. I'm really looking forward to doing more videos in this style, so let me know in the comments section where you want me to travel to next. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I inspired at least one of you to take on Defqon.1, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and do something nice for someone, even if that someone is yourself. Bye guys.